Set to go. And they're off. Racing away, the journey is 2¼ miles in the £200,000 Club Godolphin Cesarewitch Handicap Stakes. And through the opening moments of the contest, Scaramanga has moved through to lead. Bascule has also got a prominent role early on in the green and red silks. Mooka Magic not far behind. Green and black, a horse with no name. From wider out, Mollywood coming right into the shake-up as well through the opening couple of furlongs. To the outside of Mollywood, Call My Bluff and previous winner Withhold. So settling down in the dark blue and pink, Mollywood together with Bascule, Scaramanga, Withhold, Call My Bluff and a horse with no name in Mooka Magic. Then Not So Sleepy and Prince Imperial, followed on the inside by Zoffy, then Evaluation and Author's Dream. Ahead then of Inchicore and HMS President and Going Gone and Vino Victrix and Land of Winter. Followed then by Favourite Moon. Land of Winter slightly inconvenienced there, caught on heels a little. More towards the back of the field in the early part is Gibraltar, the red sleeves and cap. Run for Oscar, one of the fancied runners, is right out the back as well. And at the back of the field, last of all, is Baby's Use under William Buick. With the lead, it is Mollywood. Mollywood's out in front under Connor Beasley and shows the way from Withhold and Bascule and Call My Bluff with Mooka Magic. Then Scaramanga, the yellow sleeves to the inside as they approach their one and only turn. A horse with no name, Not So Sleepy, keen to the outside. Then Zoffy. Evaluation caught in the midfield with the two shades of blue is Prince Imperial. Then Vino Victrix, and behind Vino Victrix is Inchicore, and then the yellow silks are Going Gone and Author's Dream. Gibraltar back through them, along there with HMS President and Favourite Moon and Run for Oscar, Land of Winter, and the back marker is Baby's Use. They begin to face up towards the final 10 furlongs. Not So Sleepy wider on the course, staying away for the other runners, is just about perhaps in front from Withhold over on the far side. Mollywood still remains well there in third place, and then Call My Bluff, followed by a horse with no name. On her inside then is Bascule, then came Scaramanga and Mooka Magic and Prince Imperial. Further behind to Zoffy and Evaluation, then Going Gone and Favourite Moon, and then came Inchicore. Behind Inchicore is Run for Oscar, and Land of Winter is still well behind as well. They continue the way up the home straight then as they race now towards the final 3 parts of a mile shortly. Not So Sleepy down the centre of the racecourse, disputing with over on the far side Withhold. Mollywood is next in third place, and then Call My Bluff. Prince Imperial picking up the pace down the centre with Going Gone in the yellow. These are then followed by Bascule and Zoffy more towards the inside, Mooka Magic. Behind that one is a horse with no name. He's still being held together as they now begin to race towards the final half a mile. Withhold with Mollywood, Call My Bluff, down the centre, Not So Sleepy, a horse with no name and Going Gone. Then Zoffy, behind Zoffy, Vino Victrix and Scaramanga, ahead of Prince Imperial, Inchicore, Favourite Moon ridden for more. Run for Oscar trying to cut its way through the field as Not So Sleepy leads by a couple of lengths now. Not So Sleepy is ahead inside the final 3 furlongs down the centre. In the yellow colours is Going Gone, Scaramanga producing. A horse with no name is right there, and here comes Run for Oscar with the noseband on, travelling very sweetly indeed. Not So Sleepy about to be joined by Run for Oscar. A horse with no name is now ridden along. Scaramanga back in fourth, then Going Gone and Zoffy. Vino Victrix is staying on late, but it's Run for Oscar and David Egan. They go for glory inside the final furlong, and a 5 lengths in hand on the field, and Run for Oscar's going to bolt up in the Cesarewitch. Run for Oscar, ease down, beats Vino Victrix and Not So Sleepy. Zoffy, a horse with no name, Going Gone, then Gibraltar, Scaramanga and Withhold.
Charles Burns has won the Cesarewitch handicap. The horse won it. It seemed easy as you like. How far out was this plan thought up, Charles?
Well, it was only really thought up fully like midsummer, you know, but it was in the back of our minds from probably last autumn, you know. We thought this place would suit him. We won the Cesarewitch trial with a different horse here. Last year we were thinking of this race for him, but he picked up a bit of an injury, but we thought this lad would kind of fit the bill, you know. So his problem during the summer was he was too low on the handicap. We couldn't get him into a race. He got balloted out of Galway and he got balloted out a few more days. So we went to Haydock then. We knew he would get into Haydock, and we got a bit of a penalty there and put us in nicely here today, you know.
You went to Haydock having to win and win well.
Yeah. Well, in hindsight, he would have got in, been a bit low, but we wanted to make sure we get in.
I chatted to David off air there, and he said that wasn't too difficult. I mean, he's well handicapped, but he seems a very straightforward horse.
Actually, he's so chilled, you know. I mean, the rest of the horses were pulling and dragging. He's absolutely chilled to the bone, even saddling him up. And David said going down to the start, he was on a loopy end. I mean, he saved every bit of energy. I mean, that's what it's all about, and it's absolutely brilliant for the owners. They've been with me, I'd say, from nearly the start, you know, and they deserve every bit of success they get, because they've been brilliant to train for.
This is the top of the hill group, who seem a happy bunch off the back of that. They seem a good bunch.
Fantastic. So they had Salvet, like we've had great days with Salvet, and now this fella, you know. So.
Have you thought about beyond today for the horse or not?
I haven't really. He would have options, like, I mean, he would have options of going back over hulls, like, and but look, mission accomplished today, and we won't make any hasty decision, you know.
Enjoy this part. Well done, Charles. Great stuff.
Okay, thank you. Cheers.
Thank you. David Egan with me. I don't want to do you a disservice, but that was probably quite a nice phone call to get to go on and ride this horse, right?
Absolutely. Mr. Burns is, as he's proven time and time again, he's a genius for placing these horses in these big races. So just very lucky to get the call up.
Take me through the race.
I didn't really do much. He did everything for me, to be fair. Mr. Burns put no pressure on me. Told me to just take my time out the back, creep away into the race, and that's what we did. There was a little bit stop-start sort of down the side, crossing the July course junction, and you could see a couple of horses were a little bit keen, and my horse is just the ultimate professional. Even going to the start, he was so laid back, wasted no energy, whereas some of the other runners got a little bit hasty, because a lot of people don't realise, if you haven't been to Newmarket before, you have to canter the whole distance of the race, 2 mile 2, before you can come back, and it's a long way. It's the Grand National distance, you know. So he's a credit to himself, because he's just an ultimate professional on the horse.
And I know you say you didn't do much, but you still got a big field handicap to contest with. One thing you've got to make sure is you don't find trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. It's sort of with about 5 to run, maybe, just approaching the 4, I just leaned off the fence to just creep my way through, and I gave him a little squeeze just to wake him up, and it was like flicking a switch. He just went into turbo gear and took me wherever I needed to go. A couple of tight gaps. He was like a knife through butter. So probably just hit the front a bit too soon, if I'm being critical of myself, but it wasn't too bad.
Did all right. Just on the Darley Dewhurst, obviously you weren't in it. Great shame that Sakir wasn't there, but I know you've had a keen eye on it, and you know earlier on in the week you've had a keen eye on all the runners. But what's your sort of feeling about the race and where your boy might fit in with that?
Yeah, Sakir is a terrific horse. He's proven he's a horse of the highest calibre. Pity we didn't see him today, but he's been put away, and something to keep us warm over the winter, because he's going to be a top-class animal. He is, but when we see him in a Group 1, we'll show everyone how good he is.
Top man, good stuff.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Subscribe to Racing TV's YouTube channel now to watch more great races like this.